Welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. Do not slap your leg. Do not use third-party apps. But more importantly, do not sneeze at women's wrestling. All this and more in the room where it happens. But first, let's see who's making their way to the ring.
Oh, it's Mischief, you heard? We hype, baby. No matter where I'm at, it's the best place to be. You feel me? Feeling nice tonight.
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo mi gente.
JP Savage, I stand and deliver.
The Thursday Night Delight, old school Joe.
Champions, my champions. How the hell are thee? And who the hell is sneezing at these women's wrestling? Yo, what the hell? What's going on here?
Son, haven't women just been delivering lately? Hasn't it been crazy? Hasn't that been like the big it factor the last couple of years? When it's good, it's great. When it's bad, it's awful.
So when
That's
it's bad,
it's
awful, but you know what you got to do when it's bad, right?
I don't know. You good? You good?
I'm good now. I'm good now. We gotta pop our, night off right and do things correctly here. What you drinking, guys? I got the maker's mark. You already know. It's almost done.
Okay. Gotta show some love to that Buffalo Trace. Yes.
Ooh, what's that taste like? How's that?
It tastes like pancakes in the morning after you bust the 7. Anywho.
Wow.
Jeez. Hey, so while we do that,
flavor.
y'all can go ahead and hit that subscribe. Pretty Chubby, tell them how they do that.
Check us out on Twitter and IG at HPC2Sweet. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, and hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review on the audio version of our podcast, wherever you get your podcast from.
Ooh, I think it sounds like we ready to do some business right now, gentlemen.
Yeah, you heard
wait,
more people. More
but
people
wait.
listen to podcasts on Spotify than iTunes. I thought that shit was kind of crazy.
Really? You know,
Yeah.
I have to disagree because when you're in the car, you can't fast forward Spotify, but iTunes lets you fast forward. That's all
That's
I'm
not
saying.
true.
But in order to fast forward, we need to make sure that people
Liar.
understand that we know what you came for. We know you saw the announcements. You know you saw the beef. You know that he couldn't get it out of the system, and he talked to the bad guys. Yes, the Bow Wow interview is dropping tonight, folks, right after Thursday Night Live. Be calm, be patient. Your gift is coming soon.
Ooh, shooting the ish just got real, man. It is about to pop off tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, man. I can't wait. JP, JP, man, having Bow Wow on was something special, man. Talk to me about it real quick, man. How'd you feel after all that?
I have to. A man is a man that takes accountability, right? A man has to admit when he's wrong. And I will do no such thing. What I said, my critique as the expert that I am when it comes to the industry of professional wrestling, it was true. But it took the bad guys to get Bow Wow on the show to find out where he's coming from, whether or not he's really a fan. And you know what? I was surprised. At first, I was afraid. I was petrified.
I heard that.
Till I heard him talk about SummerSlam '89. And guys, I'm telling you, hell of an interview. I gotta say, I'm a supporter now. I'm a turn face on this one. Well, I can't wait to see what happens.
I don't know. Maybe not everybody will feel so sure. I mean, there's a lot to be said about your love for the indies and where your heart really lies. But I mean, that's only for you to interpret. So you gotta tune in. You gotta listen for yourself to see if he really gave you what you thought you wanted to hear, or is it just hot air?
He gave us a bunch of gems. Never before heard information, folks. You're not going to find this anywhere. Not on Source, not on World Star, not on Shake Room, not in your mother's closet, not in Erica Man's basement.
Why?
Well, not that last one, but everybody else, we did try.
I can't find it in your mother's underwear drawer?
Yo.
Nah.
There's a lot you could probably find there.
Speaking of a lot to find, we got a lot to find out about WrestleMania. Yo, check it out. It seems like they're gonna go full power on this push for fans, man. 45,000 estimated at both nights Vince McMahon's not playing games, yo. He's leading the news tonight. The running the ropes.
Nope. They reset that number to 25,000.
Ooh, really?
I feel like they felt the heat from 45,000 people online just fucking bitching about the pandemic.
They felt the.
I mean, hey, you know, they're not wrong. I hope that they put. So a couple of things actually came out, right? So it was that, right, that they were lowering it to 25,000, but they're gonna. That's still a pretty big crowd, right? And that the formation of the stage, like they've blocked off the seats by the ship, so that's gonna be part of the entrance, which is fucking dope.
That's pretty dope. Listen, if you want to fit 45,000 fans in Raymond James Stadium, you need to contact Johnson & Johnson. Make sure they have some vaccines ready. Because that sounds ridiculous. Nobody needs it. For what? And 2 nights? Now we're talking about 25,000 times 2? That's
Don't
still
forget. That's a lot of money right there.
I don't know Steiner math, but I know math.
I know Steiner math. I knew exactly what he was talking about. y'all tripping.
You look like Steiner's little sister.
Well, WrestleMania is full of surprises, right? I mean, 25 or 45 is still going to be estimated to be the biggest crowd in the pandemic era, and that's what they were pushing for. So they got other tricks up their sleeve too now. Apparently, NXT got a taping on Tuesday, or is it live? What are we thinking? What are you thinking? They're gonna move, or is it just a taping for a future event?
So guys, is this because of Peacock?
Ah, man, I think a lot of things because of Peacock.
Or is this because of AEW?
AEW? You talking about All Elite Wrestling?
Oh,
Who are they?
All Elite Wrestling?
Who that? New phone.
You talking about the petty, All Elite Wrestling? I don't know. When you use the words elite, that means you are superior. That means that you are above the rest. It doesn't mean that you try to knock the hustle off the bad guys. But I'm just saying, half your roster been through shooting the ish. You're very welcome for finding out about them and signing them. Stop hating, Tony Khan. I'm talking to you, Tony.
Yo, son. So if you don't know what the fuck he's talking about, check out our IG at HBC2 Suite.
The lack thereof.
And that's why.
And that's why you'll know exactly what he's talking about. The fact of the matter is that for a wrestling company that was supposed to be the alternative to the corporate WWE, that was going to be more fan friendly, that was going to be more accessible, right? They certainly said everything to make you believe that was going to be the reality, that they were going to give themselves to the fans because they were about the fans. But the fact of the matter is that it ain't quite like that all the time, because what we've seen is that when people criticize their product, those videos just so happen to get the axe. Now, we saw on social media not too long ago, there was a girl on YouTube or something like that got her shit shut down, and she was bitching about it on social media because she was making money off that shit. Like, she was charging people. It was like a Patreon or something like that.
Oh, damn.
So they shut it down, and he was like, yo, you can't be profiting off our merchandise or whatever, our product. Blah, 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 corporate mumbo jumbo, right? That you was not supposed to be about. And now shutting down the little guys, the bad guys here, just reposting your shit. We just saying, yo, check this out. Check this out. Hey, look at this interesting wrestling thing that's going on. Maybe you should take a look at it. That's what we were doing. And you're out here but like, caca? Oh, but y'all see, there's a lot of inconsistencies that are going on with that company, and it's kind of interesting that you're gonna die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Listen, Tony, the stripeless tiger. Okay, just because y'all get the sparklers didn't work out the way you wanted to, and we called you out on it, doesn't mean you got to get your panties in a bunch and start calling Instagram, getting your father to push some buttons and shit. We're here to tell the people the truth. We're here to give the people the product. And if you don't like it, well, you already did something about it. What else can I tell you? But I'm gonna give you 2 D's and a good day, sir.
Hey, 2 D's.
That's a lot for Rick Moranis' stunt double over there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, but let's get back to the topic here, man. I don't want to waste too much time on these guys, man. Let them be petty and let them do what they do. They can't slow us down. They can't barely do that. We're gonna keep moving.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep rocking. Things are gonna be positive.
So fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Get slowed down. You know who does not want to get slowed down? The man that's gonna run for president in 2032.
Woo! ¿Quién es ese?
Dwayne The Rock
Jackie
Johnson.
Savage. Oh,
Talk about it.
No, I'm not there. Not there yet. 42 maybe.
all
42
right, the Rock
maybe.
guy.
But The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, gold chain, turtleneck, fanny pack, and all. If you saw Young Rock this week, apparently he contacted Paul Heyman for Roman Reigns match at WrestleMania. So you know Dwayne listens to the product.
Por ahí
We've been
viene.
talking about it since Kingdom Come. Go back to episode 87. We've been talking about this.
I said when we were out here and we were talking about things that needed to happen for AEW Revolution to be an absolute success, we talked about special moments. Special moments. Because that's what people remember. Right? People just remember the special moments. Yo, matches are great, matches are awful, but you remember moments of a match. Right? We look at AEW Revolution real quick. We saw moments. Right? Christian Cage was a moment. Right? Ethan Page was a moment. Right? For the people that know what's going on. Some people didn't know about him. Now you know. He's good.
Oh yeah.
Right? Moments. Oh shit, he came. That's what's up. I called that shit. I've been said that. Rewind the tapes. I said exactly those names because that's what needs to happen. You need to create these moments with these special players. Now let's look at WWE. WWE is not AEW. All right. Oh shit! Don't go wrestling the mic. All right. The fact of the matter is that The Rock is a big deal. The Rock is the man. The Rock is a draw. And when we talk about WrestleMania, when's the last time we've had draws, son? Come on. Yes, we've had good matches. Is Drew McIntyre a draw? Draw. What is a draw? Something that brings people in, that people want to watch, that people want to see, that's going to pull in there are a certain number of people that are going to watch whatever gets put out. We're not talking about those people. Those are the hardcore fan base. You don't tailor things to them, at least not if you're WWE. You tailor things to the broader audience, things that could draw you in. That's why we got celebrities coming in, like Bad Bunny, like Bow Wow. Moments. And I said on this show, and I've had this sentiment shared among this staff, that a big moment that needed to happen was The Rock. There's no bigger name that can do something in the ring that matters. Yeah, Bad Bunny, cool. Bow Wow, much respect. Find out. All right? But there's nobody like The Rock, short of Stone Cold, right now. And quite frankly, Stone Cold looks amazing, but he should never come back. That should be his legacy. And I love it for him. Don't do it.
Some things don't need a sequel, baby.
But The Rock can come back because he's already done it. And who better to come back with
Canyon
than a built-in storyline with Roman Reigns? That's easy booking. That's money. That's a draw. You watch Young Rock. You've seen his movies. You've watched him blow shit up.
That's not coming out.
Dog.
Yo,
saying, The Rock is the name.
You're talking about moments, Mischief, and automatically you mentioned The Rock. I'm thinking about some people's favorite match, WrestleMania 18. The Rock versus the man not to be named.
That other guy.
That other guy. Dude, that moment in the ring was amazing. It was one of the most electrifying moments in sports entertainment history. And that match was trash. But that moment carried the entire match. That moment is what people paid money to see. That moment is what people remember to this day. Nobody remembers this shitty ass leg drop. Nobody remembers the Rock having to sell more than Shawn Michaels on a Christian Bible said. You know what I'm saying? All it was that moment. I'm good. Give us more moments. And anytime you have The Rock, that's a moment.
So I mean, with everything said so far with WrestleMania, the 45,000, 25,000, you got NXT doing 2 nights. Paul Heyman's teasing a lot here. He's teasing The Rock. He's teasing big celebrity names. Things are looking good for Roman Reigns here, man. He's killing it right now. The future's only getting brighter for this guy.
With everything I just said, Paul Heyman is a genius. Paul Heyman is a mastermind. And whether or not that conversation happened, that was a brilliant thing to say.
Facts.
No matter what.
That's like how he worked Christian's departure right into the story.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, for real.
How beautifully done, right? Just feeding off of it. Yeah.
Everything Heyman does is like that. It's so thought out. Like he's got such a great mind for the business, and I can't wait till he goes to the Hall of Fame. That's a name. That's a name that's gonna be there and deserves it.
I hear that.
Speaking of Hall of Fame, Eric Bischoff to the Hall of Fame.
Hey, Papa.
Sir.
I don't know how I feel about this.
He's back.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Why?
Because, sure, the man gets his credit for one thing, but what about all the other failures? Like, are we still not going to acknowledge because of that one thing? We're not going to acknowledge all the failures?
Nah, I think
he
played a role.
But I think he played an integral role that people don't realize a lot about.
Talk about it.
So you're saying, he brought the NWO in, and that's very true, right? He was also the guy that brought Hogan, who was leaving the WWE, to WCW, so that Hogan was still a part of the wrestling lexicon, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for him, a guy like Rey Mysterio would still be nobody, right? The only reason Rey's around right now is because he was able to book him from ECW to WCW, and that he got so big there that Vince, who hates people that small, had to bring him in.
Okay. So he brought exposure to the cruiserweight division, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
That style, right?
So what else has he done?
To that style, and that style has influenced the in-ring product of today, right?
How about just very honestly, like 83 weeks?
Yeah.
He did 83 weeks, and he honestly, that's enough. He went to TNA, which was a sinking ship, right? And then he detailed everything he did to do something about it. So like just recently he talked about the Sting Jeff Hardy match. Right? And like if you remember, he's the one that was like, all right, like we gotta fucking calm this shit down and whatever. He's trying to like, Jeff Hardy's not that fucked up. Because he was like, nobody else did anything. So like he was obviously in a place. I mean, Dixie Carter's failures have been well documented, of course, right? But I wouldn't call that an Eric Bischoff failure, and I think he gets shit on for that a lot. Bringing in Hogan for, whatever, but at the time, like, that's a name, right? He tried to create a moment.
Yep.
The person, was who he was, but at that time, like, he was God. Right?
And for as much as you guys are defending his claim to the Hall of Fame, y'all failed to mention the fact that he brought over Medusa, the fact that he brought over Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, right?
Who the fuck are
those? So sure. It's just why now? What happened? Am I missing something? Where did this come from? Because there's still people that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame that have not been brought in. Who you putting ahead? Also in a year where the Hall of Fame was kind of shot to shit, right? Because of COVID.
What if it's gonna be huge?
Yeah, the COVID spreading is gonna be huge. Yeah,
it's gonna spread everywhere.
It's not live, so I think it's just gonna be like wrestlers. I don't think even fans are going to that shit.
Really?
I don't think so. I know it's not live.
If the Grammys are not live, if the Oscars are not live, why the fuck is the Hall of Fame gonna be live? Like, there's no need.
WrestleMania is gonna be.
See, that's the problem. It's because Vince got that governor from Florida in his back pocket. You know what I mean?
I
And he's
mean-
gonna co-sign on everything. Andrew Yang, where are
Got
you?
friends in
everything?
Florida. Got friends in Florida. Speaking of friends in
This
Florida, man.
wants to be out,
AE,
bro. This is why Andrade wants to be out, bro. Because of shit like that.
he's on his way out. He's on his way out, man. Speaking of friends in Florida, though, AEW's being very friendly out there. Not to us, those pieces of shit. But hey, they're still being friendly to Amanda Huber and you know, taking care of and using Brody Lee Jr. on TV. But Amanda's getting tight, man. Like a lot of criticism online. And you know how people are, you know how these fans can get, man. A lot of criticism, saying people that they're exploiting the poor kid and all that. That's crazy, man. Like, yo, like you first of all, you don't even know what's going on. Like, how you gonna judge some shit like that on the basis of what the fuck you see on TV and Instagram?
It sucks, man. The kid lost his dad, and like the kid loved this shit, and he's having a great time. You know, but on the other hand, are they exploiting? I mean, it's worth at least a question, right? Like, just
well,
to be like,
I'm gonna go based off what his mom said.
I don't think they did, and I don't think they are. But I don't think the question is completely out of line, considering like their company making tons of money. He's a young child. I mean, trauma. Just saying.
But here's my thing: is anyone watching because -1's on the show?
Exactly.
Right.
So how is it exploitation? Guys, psychologically, you need to understand what AEW, and this is the one thing I have to applaud, right? Tony Stripeless Khan, this is what I'm gonna applaud you, right? Because they're allowing -1 to tap into a part of his father's life that he doesn't fully understand and never will until now. Him being backstage. The life of a professional wrestler, right? He dreams of being a professional wrestler one day. This is all in order to help him cope. To claim that there's exploitation, did his mother agree to it? Then that's it.
So you know what?
That's how I feel. If the mom's cool with it, then shut the fuck up.
And to JP's point, man, you know what the real fucking story here is, and it should be is the therapy, the success in his therapy that she mentions the 10 A's and 3 B's that he got on his report card last week. That's what the fuck you got to talk about. This kid lost his father, his hero, a fucking an amazing talent. And now he's in love with the business that his father left behind, the legacy, and he's still doing his thing in the school, man. Like, that's the fucking story. Holy shit.
And the shit that all these people claiming exploitation, the shit that you're not looking at is all the love and support that he is getting backstage from that roster.
All that's what it comes down to.
That his father's not here to give him the roster. Because remember, this man was beloved across all promotions. No one has had anything negative to say about him. The wrestling industry was broken-hearted when he passed. And this is helping this young man move on.
If anything, it's kind of proving that adage that it takes a village to raise a child, and they're proving the fact that, listen, Brody wasn't just some guy that showed up, once a week and we chilled with him. Like, he was family, and now that he's gone, we're taking care of his family.
Right.
Think about this, right? Imagine like you're young. Your whole life like has been a certain kind of way, and then all of a sudden, bang, just like stops, right? Dead, like your father's dead, your hero's dead. Like he played a superhero a villain on television, and you loved it, and you understood the business, and you grew up around it. And by all accounts, he was a great father and a great person. So like, I'm sure that everywhere Brody Jr. went, like he felt love just off of that alone, right? Like you go into a locker room, your dad's cool, everybody's gonna fuck with you, right? Everybody's gonna be like, oh, that's the kid, right? And then the kid is very comfortable being around wrestlers, right? You see that he wrestles them and he jumps on them and they're all chill with it. They're like, yeah, we do this all the time, right? So they monkey around all the time, right?
You beat Adam Cole.
Imagine having the most traumatic experience of your life to that point, and then being able to do something you love like so deeply. Right, that was something that connected you to the person that you just lost. Right. And then imagine like just being able to do something that you absolutely love for the rest of your foreseeable future and probably your life. Right? That's amazing to me. Right? People cannot say that. That's not a reality for most people. JP is on mute.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fucking
Sounds
matter.
amazing.
Yeah, whatever he said doesn't matter.
Eso mismo. Ajá.
But
Damn it, Tony!
That motherfucker.
Mike!
yo, who's Mike, yo?
Nah,
but-
man. Honestly, they are not getting enough credit for what they're doing for the young man, and they're not doing it for the credit. They're doing it for the love.
Yeah.
Because it was a big loss, man. And for all those haters out there talking about exploitation, yo, go read a fucking book. All right? Go wash your ass.
Go watch ass.
Like, here's the thing, right? Like, this is not something that's really all that new. Like you go back, Iron
Is
Mike
it?
DiBiase, when
Okay.
he had a heart attack,
Okay.
he had Terry Funk is Ted DiBiase's godfather. Terry and Dory took care of Mike through college, and when took care of Teddy, and when Teddy decided to become a wrestler, that entire promotion territory got behind him and trained him. There weren't as many cameras. The business was a lot more guarded, but it's not as new as everyone thinks it is. It's a brotherhood.
It's a family.
That's
I-
deep, man. It goes deep.
I can see why they would ask the question. The kid is young. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, right? Like the kid is young. You got to consider, like, yo, is this healthy for him? And I think it absolutely is. I think this is going to be wonderful. And yo, just think about being 30, 35, 45, and having done exactly what you wanted to do your entire existence. That's a beautiful thing. I feel great for the kid.
He's gonna have an amazing future. And just no merch. Just hold on the merch.
No merch. No
Um,
merch.
JP man touched on this a little bit earlier, man.
Who's JP,
Andrade
man?
broke
I didn't
his.
touch Wait a minute. What the fuck?
You didn't touch Andrade?
What?
I thought you said
Oh,
you
that
touched
was
him.
Charlie.
And- oh.
No, you know
Well-
who won't touch Andrade? Fucking Vince, bro. Creative won't touch him either.
He sneezed on Vince.
Jesus, yo,
I
they
think
can't
so.
book him for his life. But he finally talked about it, right, on social media. He was like, "Yo, all the rumors are true,
Yeah.
bro." I mean, I thought they were, and I thought you deserve it, and I think he's absolutely right. But now Vince is gonna make you eat shit.
Mm.
You're gonna get
This
the
was-
worst of catering.
We've said this before, right? This is the wrong way to do business. This is the wrong way to do business.
Is it though?
You don't let the people know, because now you're gonna
Is
eat
it though?
shit until that
Listen,
contract date
listen.
expires.
Listen, it worked for LeBron. It worked for Harden. It's about to work for Watson, even though that just came out of nowhere. It's so
shit.
interesting that it just came out now, right?
Motherfucker.
So, no, fuck it, yo, let him speak. If he's not being utilized, he wants to go somewhere else. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's just we know how history plays out, man, and it just sucks to see people go through the shit now. Though he's probably gonna be back there eating catering and shit.
My question is Charlotte gonna go through tables because of this?
Oh shit! Hell no!
She ain't lying.
Hell no! Hell no! Hell no! They already forgot.
But is Charlotte gonna lose because of this?
Nah,
Nah. Charlotte will not be affected by
Charlotte's the golden goose.
any of this.
Why
I
would
think,
they
man.
do that? That would affect
Yeah.
their money. Like
I'm
somebody
surprised.
else, they might. Yeah, somebody else they might fuck around with, cause like whatever. But Charlotte's money. Like,
She's the
Charlotte's-
number one. Yeah, like she's like
Guess
a
what?
Roman Reigns
And
type.
guess what? Andrade could take that golden goose out. All it takes is 3 pumps.
Hey.
You
1, 2,
think-
3.
I'm
You
just
think
saying,
that there's
the
gonna be
man
like,
hasn't
bang?
been around, right? The man hasn't been around for a reason.
You
Right.
think he's just gonna revenge impregnate Charlotte? Is what you're saying right now, bro?
I mean,
Allegedly.
her dad carries a lot of debt. That's a.
Listen.
I don't know. You necessarily want to.
Listen,
Allegedly.
if
This is
man just fucking Lacey Evans, you know what I mean?
gonna- I am not going with the hate fucking impregnating Charlotte Flair with this.
Hey, coincidence is their time. That's all I'm saying. Like Vince! Oh my!
JP has,
Yeah.
Yo,
yo, he was pointing with no hands. Which is a thing. Which is a rule. That is a rule.
whoa.
Man's
you're teasing right now. You're teasing, but you're teasing the wrong way. You're teasing the wrong
Tell
way.
me. Okay.
You gotta tickle me before you take me to dinner.
Excuse me.
Listen,
I
think there's something we gotta show the world here real quick. I mean, in case you haven't noticed, thanks to certain stripeless individuals, you may not have seen this video circulating IG.
Oh no, check. Just Google.
Yeah, you could Google it, and
or you could go to
see
Media
us.
Takeout.
Shout out to Media Takeout for putting us on, man. Appreciate y'all. Mischief, why don't you do the fans a deed and hook that up real quick?
Shoot the ish with our boy Bow Wow. So
I'm gonna show you how much of a fan I am. Let's break it down since we are here. So, okay, here's another entertainer trying to come in our culture. Definitely gonna do away with the frog splash them all the snow. I'm with all the smoke.
Even myself, I got listen. I saw you. I had
to call Soldier because I was like,
yeah, we heard.
I know this rumor's gonna start. Oh my God, he confirmed he's definitely doing it. They need to leave me the hell alone while we talking. This is important right here.
You creep.
Now we talk.
That's why this question is important.
The one thing that might be tough for me is this is the toughest question of the night. Ooh, this is tough.
Is it WWE or bust for you?
Yeah, why would he?
Which one of your exes would you choose to be your valet?
Oh my God.
That's the real thing.
Damn, no, I didn't do that. Hills Pop chair shots. I know what it is. Don't get hit by one. It's your boy Bow Wow. I'm hanging out with the homies, man. These are my guys. This is what we talk about. Everything wrestling. You know what I'm saying? You name it. Like this is just the spot. This is what we do. We're gonna continue to do it. That's where we shoot the. Hey. That's what made it so great. Man, look, Fiend. Take it. What the fuck is going on?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned tonight, right after TNL Live. The bad guys were blessed to have Bow Wow on the show, and you're going to be blessed to experience it. Stay tuned, and you're going to enjoy that for sure, man.
Folks, you're welcome. Just remember, Bow Wow hit it first.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
So,
dropping all the gems.
That's gotta be on the board, man. There's gotta be a certain rule about that. Mischief, you talk about rules, man. Enlighten me.
Rules and bones are made to be broken, unless you're Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is quite the stickler for his code of conduct, if you will. We've recently heard, also great merch by Don Callis, by the way, that there are no leg slaps during kicks effective immediately. So that got us to thinking, well, what are some other rules and code of conduct issues that Vince McMahon has addressed over the years that we see in wrestling, right? I mean, there's a lot to talk about. He also said they've got to continue working through the commercial breaks, which I thought was a thing already, but apparently that came out recently too.
Whatever happened to Pip and Pick?
Pip and Pip?
Pip and Pip.
Picture.
Mr. Pip?
He didn't graduate med school. I mean, we all know as we transitioned into no fans before the Thunderdome, there was an issue. The wrestlers were stopped on commercials, and I believe it was Alexa Bliss that got caught off guard when they came back. You know what I mean? We get it, but that was years ago. That
was years ago.
We're beyond that. Why do we got to put up flyers for this? Why is it got to be posted? We get it. We get it. Vince is stuck. Vince is a special human being. You know what I mean? He calls Shane Stephanie's sibling. You know what I mean? He don't even call him his son. He has so many rules. Linda can't touch him on Wednesdays. I don't understand.
Wow.
Now when she wearing baby blue, she not.
I heard you can't sneeze around him.
So no, that's a thing where he feels. So the thing is, he feels like you're weak if you can't control your sneeze.
Oh, he's an asshole.
So
he's an upside asshole.
And Stephanie McMahon has gone on the record as saying she's been brave enough to sneeze in front of him on occasion, but she wouldn't recommend it.
She's saying that shit.
Yo, that's his daughter. You know he could get away. She could get away with murder in front of him.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Vince is probably the most annoying motherfucker, bro. He must be just so annoying to be around. Like dead ass. Like yo, you can't sneeze around this guy? Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
Yo,
what?
Heyman got on to say that if you were to catch him sneezing, don't even say anything for the next 20 minutes. Just go on your phone because it's gonna take him a while to recover.
Nah. Go up to him and be like, yo, everybody sneezes.
Yo, I want to
just like
push,
everybody
man.
farts,
I want my
bro.
push. Let's talk about it right now.
Right now, my man. I'm seeing a sandwich.
Let me get this straight. So the same man that doesn't want somebody to do an involuntary movement, such as sneezing, right, around him, and this is before COVID. Now during COVID, nobody wants nobody to sneeze, but before COVID, right? And then he gonna put Braun Strowman in Double Dare and Nickelodeon Guts all over the ring. Really? That's what we doing? He's
Yo, I'm so tight.
Y'all remember
at
when he
that.
used to make Draws throw
I'm so
up?
tight at that.
What?
shit.
He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke.
He so much the way he's at. Oh no, that's too soon.
Oh my god.
Wow. You're just a piece of shit person all around.
This is why Tony blocks us.
PCF, are we expecting to see some bad blood here, some strong style now with no leg slaps and shit? Like, okay, so I'm gonna really kick you in the face?
Thank God the Young Bucks aren't in WWE. That's
Exactly.
all I'm gonna say.
Exactly. I think that Vince has been watching too much AEW, and that's why he's calling this shit.
I think Vince is a fan. He loves the product.
Of course he is. Of course he
Yo,
is. Yo, you know the don't lose props one, right? I know for a fact that's the thing because Jericho has been on record talking about the fact that he threw a mic into the crowd once.
Oh,
and he
word.
and ream for that shit. Made a
he had to pay for it. Yeah.
Stone Cold have to pay for it. Well, he's Stone Cold.
I mean,
Don't forget that Jericho lost the AEW title on the first night.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
night one.
did.
But
Shout out
that-
to Outback.
Coño.
but that's like a duh. Like, at least to me, right? Like, don't lose that thing you're given. That's wrestling. Like, all right. Like, yo, that shit. Like, all right. You know, the
Don't
belt,
lose that
like,
money in
that's-
the bank. Shit, you'll lose your title
Don't
shot.
lose. Yeah. Don't lose your title belt.
Mystery
Like, that
is
shit is
over.
expensive.
The mystery is over. When Stone Cold and The Rock threw the belt into the river, that means they found it. That means somebody jumped in, put on the wetsuit, went fishing, and found the belts.
Yeah,
No,
Shane
it's
McMahon.
They're not belts, JP. He gets upset at that.
Oh,
Braun Strowman
that's
knows
another-
by fact.
That's
It's
another one.
it's not even a title shot. He got pissed at that. He's like, it's not a title shot. Title match.
It's a championship match, is what
It's a
he would say.
championship match.
Listen,
Yo.
man.
Chip,
You
chocolate
don't
chip.
get to the point you're at if you're not a little bit crazy, right?
Yeah,
A little bit.
I believe in that.
You know
I
what I'm
believe
saying?
in that.
He's
I
the type
get
of
that.
man that irons his underwear, puts them up on hangers. You know
No
what I'm saying?
sleep.
The man puts ketchup
digests
on
his
steak.
food and throws up and then digests it again because he wants that shit to flow. You know what I mean? He drinks his own urine just because it's sterile. That is Vince McMahon, Vinny Mac, right?
I don't think that's real. I
He's
think that.
105 years old and he's claiming he's 77. I'm telling you, he is immortal.
Yo,
Immortal
but
is
he's
right.
also kind of ridiculous. All right, the fact that you can, like both can be true. Okay, like yes, he's immortal and he's an icon and he's I mean, he's but the guy will have his own Hall of Fame. Oh, he did that already.
No, you know that, yo, man's funeral is gonna happen before he dies. Just like it's gonna
On
happen
pay-per-view.
before he dies.
On pay-per-view.
And it's gonna be streamed on Peacock.
It ain't $9.99 no more.
Yo, I can't tonight.
It was the launch, right, guys?
Yo, honestly, like the thing that bothers me the most is the no belt thing. Like you can't call them belts. That shit just annoys the shit out
They're
of me.
superstars too, by the way. They're not wrestlers.
Oh, that's corny too. I forgot about that.
Don't
That's
forget.
so whack. Like, that's stop being such a herb, bro.
Well, let's remember the strategy behind that, right? Words mean something. Words.
Yeah.
So Vince tried very hard to move the business away from the carny scene to
Right.
entertainment. So this is all part of that.
They got
so
the
there's
F out.
now behind it. But we're 2021, Vince. We get it. You're
Get the F
public.
back.
You're good. You're making your money. People get it. This shit is all over the place. Bow Wow wants to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good. Take the posters down. Your 10 crack commandments could go away, bro. Stop traumatizing Shane, Vince. Let Linda touch you on Wednesdays, man. Come on.
Baby blue is just a color.
Yo, so what's that one about? I never understood that one.
Something about Wednesday and North Carolina.
North Carolina? Like, you
Yeah,
can't-
they don't even know. They don't
He
even
grew up
know.
in the Carolinas.
Check your skirt off.
No.
And maybe
Listen,
because
Petey
that's where his
Pablo?
stepfather used to beat him.
Hey.
Did
Well, I don't know.
JP say take your skirt off? I'm pretty sure he said take your skirt off.
Spin around like a helicopter.
Hey.
It's not your skirt though.
Shout out
why,
to Petey Pablo.
why are you wearing it?
Why not skirts though?
Ask Pete.
Is that the same Petey Pablo from the Dead End?
JP just being very mad.
Shout
He's doing a
out
modern-
to the insider there.
Porque se murió.
Yeah.
We're definitely not marks though. You could appreciate that. He won't call us a mark. He'll call us fans.
I understand that because he is the ultimate carny, right? Like these are the people that give you money. So don't belittle them.
Okay,
right?
so flip that too.
Yeah, dog. He is a carny, the ultimate carny.
So where
Carne asada.
on there on his rules are like do not, allegedly sexually harass his female talent. Where on there?
man.
No rules on that.
Okay. Just checking.
It's supposed to be allowed. It's part
You know
of
he
the
loves
rules.
his blondes.
I'm
No
just saying.
rule. Oh, the blonde thing.
The blonde thing, yes, there is
That's
that.
a thing.
There is
How
that.
about there's no handshakes to the technicians in the back, right?
He's a fucking prankster too, man.
Unless you're Randy Orton.
He's a big ass prankster, man.
He is.
He
Big Show.
He pees in wrestling boots.
Ask Big Show about that.
Yo, this motherfucker. So this motherfucker. Shout out to Big Show on the Jericho. I know a lot of people have been listening to that shit. He goes on this trip. I think they were where was it? PCF, Egypt or some shit, somewhere hot.
They were going to Iraq.
Oh, to Iraq or some shit. So they're on there doing 3 helicopter rides. It's fucking hot as shit. And Big Show, he loves his AC, and Vince knows it. Yo, he had the heater blasted waiting for him when he got home to the telly after that shit.
No.
Todo queda.
No. Let's not disrespect the Big Show. The Big Show needs the AC. He's 7 foot tall, 500 pounds.
Facts.
This is not a normal man. You know what I'm saying? He's hot in fucking Antarctica. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why he has his own tour bus, folks. Like, I'm pretty sure the fucking weather control, the climate control backstage was one of the reasons why he went to AEW, because they got pirate. You know what I'm saying?
It was a good episode, man. Shout out to the Jericho podcast, man. He got that shit off.
Dope.
That was a good listen. Good listen. Vince is crazy. Vince is just out of sorts, man. When will he ever fucking come back to normal? I don't know.
No,
But,
there is no normal. The guy's like 140 years old and he fucking runs on like Red Bulls and Mountain Dew. Like he's freaking wild.
And Blue
That's
Chew.
actually a lie because it's just straight up just chewing Blue Chew.
Shout out to these Blue Chew ads coming out.
Most geniuses
They're
are,
delicious.
right? Van Gogh
Magically
put up his own
delicious.
gear. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit just happens. We gotta accept Vince for what he is and wait till the day he moves on. You know what I'm saying? And let's see what happens. But
When
you
he
know,
moves on to the other side,
I mean,
Ooh.
that's a lot. I don't know.
I feel like that's the only way he's gonna move on. though.
That is the only way. But I'm not saying for him to, croak. I'm just saying he's not gonna stop until it's that time. So we're gonna